Chicago women, Chicago men, they can wear black on black, and people will say New York, and hey, that's, if you're from New York, then you're going to think this as well. But there's something to be said about looking fabulous in negative 18-degree wind chill. You can look fabulous at 30 degrees, okay? You can look fabulous at 20 degrees, 10 degrees, but negative 18-degree, that's a different kind of dresser, okay?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello my darlings, it's Dion Dean. Welcome back to another video. Well, I promised you a video on my favorite fall boots, and I think I'm going to extend it out. I don't know how long, I will know, I tell a lie, because I'm not going to do the boots. I want to give you my favorite fall items overall. Now, I live in South Florida, but you guys know that well, you may not know. Hey, so I keep forgetting we have a lot of new faces here in the Dion Dean family. So hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome. So glad to have you. So for those of you that are newer to this channel, I am, number one, a former fashion merchandising and retailing professor. I was lead faculty of the fashion program here in South Florida at Johnson & Wales University North Miami campus. That campus has since closed, and so I shouldn't say retired, but I'm no longer in the classroom. But my love is shopping and retail, and so that's why I'm always in the stores, because I love to look at the assortment. I love to look at what one store has versus another. And so you may be wondering, oh my gosh, why is she always in the stores? Because I love retail. That being said, I did spend time in Dallas, if you want to go all the way back, Atlanta, but Dallas and Chicago is really where I honed in on my fall style. I want to say Chicago. I really owe it to my time in Chicago, where I went to grad school at Loyola, and I just fell in love with fall fashion, seeing the women walking around Hyde Park and Kenwood and Woodlawn, and just seeing how the different colors and textures, and I had never experienced that before, being a Florida girl, although I lived in cold weather places. And so starting then is when starting at that time, that was the beginning of kind of my accumulation of fall coats, boots, bags, everything fall. And so this is my time. Even though I'm back in South Florida, this is my time. So I just want to bring you into my closet and talk about some items that I just love for the fall. So the first, long intro, but we're gonna get in very quickly. So the first item that I'm gonna show you, I think by this time you would have seen my pre-loved luxury list. And I talked about the LV Star Trail boot, which I love. I have loved it probably for about, I loved it since it came out, but like my obsession with it, buying it pre-loved, really began about 5 years ago when I started to see it on the pre-loved market, and I haven't yet bit the bullet. But in my lust, yes, it is a lust, in my desire for the Star Trail boot last year, I actually found these boots, right? These are the Vuitton Jumbo Flat Ankle. And I found these, I do not remember the price. I have an itch. I do not remember the price, but it was a really, really good price. And these are it. These are my Vuitton boots. And again, I found these. This is why I can't, this is why I haven't purchased the Star Trail boot, because I'm always finding other boots that scratch that itch at a good price. So these I got last year. These are a Chelsea boot, a Vuitton Chelsea boot. And actually what I really love about them is that the only monogram that you see, or the only, I shouldn't say the only LV on it, because it does have Vuitton on other parts of the boot, as you can see here on the hardware. And this actually comes out, as you can put your foot in, and it unbuckles and all that good stuff. I just literally just zip it down, and you can see it has a little LV here, not LV, but the what do you call it? I can't remember the name of it, but so I just zip it down and put this on. So I really love this. I wear this with like all black leggings. I want to say I wore this with my khaki, no, I don't think I did. I wore it in London. I took this to London last October, and I can't remember what I wore it with, but it was worn. It did get worn, as you can see from the bottom. These actually came, I want to say brand new. I'll leave a link to the video here, but they were either brand new or like new. They came in the box, and I just absolutely love this boot. And so in my brain, I'm just like, do I need 2 LV boots? Yes, I do, because this is a different type of boot. This is a beautiful Chelsea boot. And again, I love that you just have the little bit of monogram here. So when I'm wearing all black, you just see a teensy bit of LV, and people just like, is that LV? Yes, it is. So that is my first fall fave piece. Let's get into some other ones. You are going to see a trend here. And the trend is actually why I made that video about the Real, because all of these were purchased on the Real. This would probably be my favorite item in my closet in terms of boots. I stocked these boots when they first came out, and then they showed up on the Real for $600. How much were they? I show this on my channel every year. So these were $17.50 down to $12.25, and then I got them for $600. And I remember walking through Neiman Marcus, as one does, and I just fell in love with them. My husband, and we would go multiple times, and every time I saw them, I was just like, oh. My husband's like, just buy the damn boot. I was like, not for no $17.50. But it showed up on the Real, brand new. Brand new. Love these down. And these are so stinking comfortable. These were brand new in box. She or he had not worn them yet, and I just love the emboss. Now, I at one point was looking for the book tote, because the book totes don't just come in fabric, they actually come in leather as well. So I was looking for the book tote to go with these. It has the same Dior on the front, and I just gave up the search. I probably should look again, because it came in like tan. They have the leather one in tan and like a pinky mauvey color, and they have it in black as well. And so I thought that'd be a really like cute flex with the boots, but I just gave up. I'm satisfied with the boots and the boots alone. But these are a pair that, again, I have worn and I love, and these are just, oh my gosh, love them. And I love that I got them. And again, that's why I wanted to show you guys or introduce you to the Real in the way that I shop it. And this is not sponsored. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that is my store, honey. That is my online consignment boutique. Because I just believe that there are people have these pieces in their closet, and they're just waiting to release them into my hands, which is why I probably need to look for that book tote. Anyway, that's item number 2. All right, so I have a story time. If you're new to this channel, you're gonna love the story time. If you're old to this channel, you've heard the story, so you're probably like, all right, you met Christian Louboutin. Yes, I did. In 2019, one of my students, Denzel Paris, we went to he was featured on the Tamron Hall show, got to meet Andre Leon Talley, go to lunch and all that good stuff. And I went up there a day early, and this was the point where Nordstrom had just opened in New York. They had just launched in New York. And if I have video, I'll put it here. I don't know if I still have video. But I went upstairs to the shoe salon, and there was this big crowd, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? And it was Christian Louboutin signing shoes. And so I immediately called my husband, because I don't have $1,500 just sitting there. I got $1,500, but not sitting there waiting to find boots, right? Or waiting to spend on boots. And my husband, I was like, babe, Christian Louboutin's here. And he, before the words could even like get out of my mouth, he's like, buy it, go ahead. Go ahead and buy what you're gonna buy. So I purchased these Torello boots for him to sign, and I did say that the Dior boots were my favorite closet item. These are, there is no favorite. These are just iconic. These are a pair that I will give to Riley one day. I have worn these, but I wear them very sparingly because Christian Louboutin did sign my shoe. And so there was a point in time, I want to say 2017, 2018, not 2019, when he was touring and signing shoes. I don't know if he's still doing that. I wanted the Christian Louboutin, the Pigalle Plateau. That was the one I really wanted, because I was still in the classroom, and that was a shoe that I would wear in the classroom, but they didn't have it in my size. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a boot, and I got the boot. So these are the Torello, and so he only signed one. And again, I'm gonna wear them. They're not my first go-to because I'm trying to save them for Riley, but I also don't want them to rot. I want them to get somewhere. So that is the third favorite. So this one is my favorite, or one of my favorite fall items, because they're so doggone comfortable and they're so practical, and they really are the kind of boot I love. I personally, like, Christian Louboutin will never go out of style for me, because I love black on black outfits. If you've watched any of my shorts or my reels on Instagram, then you know I love black on. I just, during the fall, and it really is Chicago, because Chicago women, Chicago men, they can wear black on black, and people will say New York, and hey, that's, if you're from New York, then you're gonna think this as well. But there's something to be said about looking fabulous in negative 18-degree wind chill. You can look fabulous at 30 degrees, okay? You can look fabulous at 20 degrees, 10 degrees, but negative 18-degree, that's a different kind of dresser, okay? So that being said, when it is 18-degree, negative 18-degree wind chill, and the hawk is out, these are a pair that I like to bring out. Now, these I got, and remember when I was saying I don't pay full price for Christian Louboutin? Not in South Florida, I don't. We have a Louboutin outlet. They have a huge selection at our last call here. And so for me to just go, and that's why when I got the Torellos, my husband knows if I want to pay full price for Christian Louboutin, then there's a reason. Because he'd be like, why don't you just go to the outlet? We didn't have an outlet at that point, but definitely I would go to last call to get my shoes. So these are so good with black on black because they're stretchy, so they literally just hug your foot with a black legging. So imagine you're wearing this with like a black leather legging and a big black coat. Like, it is just such a vibe. So I love these just for my black on black looks. Yeah, so this is, was this number four? Let's see if we can, I was gonna say if we can get to 10. Child, we can get to 20. Let's be honest, we can get to 20. Okay, I've talked about Vince Camuto, I think, for the last month or so, because when it came to leather thigh-high boots, there was nobody else last year that cornered the marketplace and really gave us wide calf girls and extra wide calf girls what we were looking for in leather. I say this continually, that it is, I don't want to say it's easy. I want to say you will find thigh-high boots, wide calf thigh-high boots all over the internet. You will very, very rarely find thigh-high, wide calf, this hair is bothering me, wide calf or extra wide calf thigh-high boots. And so when I saw these on the Vince Camuto website, I knew that I wanted them. Like, it wasn't even but they were, I think they started out at two something. Yes, they did, because I actually put the link in for the update. I want to say they've updated this, and I want to say they're $239. I know $239, it's relative, right? Because if you are spending $1,000 for boots, then $250 is nothing. But if you're used to spending $50 for, you know, for a fast fashion boot or a faux leather boot, or even $99 for a faux leather boot, to spend $230 is like, I don't know. But I'm telling you guys, leather is the way to go. If you're talking about longevity in your wardrobe, invest. Even if you just get one, even if you get one now and you get one next year, like, invest. So what I did, and I was playing games. I was taking chances because I knew once they sold out of this boot, I was never gonna, like, there was no, because we know as wide calf girlies that they're not gonna go ahead and reinvest in giving you more stock. So I was very, very lucky, very patient, but very lucky, because at the end of the season, I want to say, when did I get these? Because ask anybody who's been here for more than a year, you guys know I posted these like once a week, every time, like if they were 25 off or 40 off, or at the end of the season when I got them, I want to say I paid, did I pay 80? I do not remember. Whatever they were, whatever it is, I got 4 pairs of boots. I got 4 pairs of boots. But this one is my favorite style, and I should know the style name. Oh gosh, do they not know that we can't do this little writing? Anyway, they don't have this style anymore. I will leave a link to the update. If they do have this style, I will put the name here. But I have not seen this style on the website. And I was scared of that. I was scared that they were going to make this and they weren't going to give us another one. But they do have an update. It's not as... let me not say that because I haven't seen it in person. But they do have an update. But I got these two. So I want to say these two are my favorite. This one is definitely my favorite. Just to see like... the wash on that, the fact that it's a little bit brown and then it goes into the cognac. I'm a cognac girly. When we go to TJ Maxx, you know, that's the first, not the first place, but that's where I get the most excited, at the cognac section, and then suede. But I got these and I can't wait. Like, they're still very new, and that's the thing with leather, they get better with age. And so again, I got 4 pairs, but these two are my favorite. These two are my favorite. The other pair I got, it's a different style, but I got this color and black in that one as well. Because again, it's very, very rare to find thigh-high leather, wide calf and extra wide calf leather boots. So again, I'm gonna link all of my favorite boots that I've seen across the internet. I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description box, and I've been trying to share it in the community, so you can go over to the community tab, and every time I find something, I try and share it with you guys. Okay, but yes, so this is 5 and 6, 7 and 8, something like that. Anyway, I have another pair of boots to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you and say that I have not worn these yet. However, I picked these up so fast. I got these at Macy's. This is the Steve Madden Alston. I saw these when these first hit the floor at Macy's. Oh, I don't remember how much I paid, but there's something about a pointed toe. I have another pair of animal print calf hair. I'm showing this to you for my sake as well, because there is so much animal print on the market right now, specifically cow. We're now into cow. And I just don't want to be tempted when I see a cheetah. I just want to remember this video, and I need you to remind me. You just showed that in your video, Dion. You do not need another pair. But what I love about these specifically is I love the point. I love a good point, and Steve Madden knows how to give us a good point. And so I have styled this so many ways in my head. Follow me on Pinterest. If you're not following me on Pinterest, follow me on Pinterest. I put a bunch of inspiration out there, and so I have been scouring Pinterest to see how I want to style this. I think my go-to is black leggings. It's a black on black look, but I kind of want to see what I want to do with these and denim. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you, because this is actually something, at least in South Florida, we have a lot of animal print at our thrift stores, and so this may be something that you can thrift, you know. So yeah. What number is this? Okay, so I can't end boots without talking about probably my most worn pair of boots. I put this on every chance I get. They go on every trip. They've gone into every suitcase. Let me see what and they still look pretty new. These are the Fashion to Figure thigh-high boots that I keep referencing. Last year, again, Fashion to Figure was sold at Macy's. I think the brand is just not in operation anymore, but Macy's had a bunch of their thigh highs, and I bought them all. I want to say I bought like 5 pairs. If you want me to do a video specifically on thigh high boots, I will do that, because I have a great number of thigh highs. I think thigh highs are my go-to. But I got the snake ones. These are my favorite. And this is probably my most worn boot. I wear this with jeans. I wear them with leggings. I've worn them with a denim dress. I've worn them with a black sweater dress. These get the most wear when I'm traveling, or even down here when the temperature, because the temperatures do, you know, we do get a little bit of fall down here in South Florida. And so I always pull this. I've worn this with some leather dresses. I feel like that was like my #1 outfit on Pinterest 2 years ago. And so yeah, this is like my favorite. We're gonna jump right into bags because I have 2 of them here. I referenced this bag. This is my favorite bag. I love this bag. I have 1, 2, 5. I have 5 Antigonas. Mine are all pre-loved. I did take you to Saks Fifth Avenue where we saw that new out of the box, they are running at about 2,800, almost 3,000. I feel like they could have been, they were in the 2000s, in the high 2000s, mid 2000s. I purchased mine pre-loved because, and I've talked about this before, maybe I need to talk about it again. When you're looking for a bag that's been on the market more than 10 years, you're very likely going to find many of those on the pre-loved market, because that's a lot of time for the bag to be out, right? And so people will have it, maybe they've worn it for 3, 4, 5 years, and they're like, you know what, I want to consign it and get into something new. And so for me, I purchased all of mine, all of my bags. Another bag fell. So this is the latest one I got. I have this one. I have it in tan. I have it in red. I have this right behind you. I have it in red. I have it in gray. I have it in python. But this was the one that finalized my collection. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. That denim one, she's haunting me. She keeps me up at night. But the black one is the one that I said would finalize my collection. I wear this so much. This is probably, this one and the red one are my most worn ones, to the point where I just put the red one up and I said I'm not going to wear it for a little bit, because I wore that red Antigona out, okay, out. And so I've been wearing the black one. Yeah, I wear her probably every couple of days. She's like my go-to. And yeah, I love the Antigona. I would say that this is going to complete my collection, but I really don't know, because that denim one is now available. And I said that when the denim one comes on the market, either the black one or the blue one, blue denim, that I would buy it. To the point where at Saks, they're still full price. The denim ones are still being sold for $2,100, I think it is. $2,100. And so I was like, whew. Still thinking about it. Anyway, that's it for my Antigonas. I have a few more bags that I want to show you. Okay, this bag from Mark & Graham, I stalked for months. And I shared it with you guys over and over again. And when it went on final sale, something like that. And I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I don't even remember how much I paid for this. But I got it last year. And I had looked at it for years. I want to say 2 or 3 years. And I didn't want to get it because I have the Teddy Blake. I was looking for the Teddy Blake bag. I don't know. It's somewhere. Oh, wait. I have 2 more Antigonas over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have the blue one. That is crazy. That's God telling me not to buy nothing. Because I'm looking like, oh, I could do another bag. Oh, gosh. This one is... So this one I wear, since it's right here, this one I wear during the spring, summer. I mean, in South Florida, it's always spring, summer, but I tend to wear that in the spring, summer months. And then the pink one I'm wearing actually right now. But anyways, I say that to say, I have a Teddy Blake bag that is in a, like an army green. And I apologize because I was looking for it to show it to you guys, because that's one of my favorites too. And I want to say it's in my other closet. And so I will definitely bring that out in a reel. But a camo leather bag, so hard to find. So hard to find. Trust me, I have looked. I have looked everywhere. And eventually I just had to say, you know what? Forget it. Like, I'm just going to get it from Mark & Graham. I want to say it was like $400. And then it came down to $200. And in my brain, I was like, you know what? I feel like I can find it cheaper. Oh, you know what? Prada. Prada has one. Prada has a camo bag. And that's when I first got the idea of getting a camo leather bag. And I feel like I saw it on the Real for like $800 or something like that. If I can find one, I'll put it here. It comes in and out. People consign it at random points, right? But anyway, this is one of my favorite bags. It's leather camo, and I just think it's a vibe. I think this is something that I could just wear with this. I can put this on with a denim on denim look. I could put it on with a black on black look. I could wear it with a red look. Camo is just, for me, it's a neutral, and to find it in leather, I just really love this bag. Now, I didn't know that Balenciaga was the new Hermes. You heard my surprise when the sales associate told me the price of city bags. I was shooketh. So I have 2 city bags, and I actually had 2 more. I should have held on to them. I shouldn't have consigned them because dang it, now they're $2,900. Who? Anyway, this is the city bag. This is my favorite city bag. It's leather. I think I talked about this, right? Leather and suede city bag. This one I actually got from the Real because, not the Real, I got this one from Fashion File because I wanted the perforated one. I actually want a velvet one. And so now I'm like, crap, if I find the velvet one for a good price, I'm going to get it because $3,000 for a city bag. Anyway, these bags I rarely wear in the spring, summer. These are for real, only come out in the fall, winter. This, because it's black and it's perforated, it's just I don't know. I bought it in the fall and that's just when I wear it. And then this one, because it is suede, and it's so heavy, I think I have some sunglasses in here. I feel I'm hearing something going chang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, and I do. I have sunglasses in every bag. I kept on hearing some clink, 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 clink. I have sunglasses in every bag. Anyway, these are also two pieces that come out during the fall, winter. This is one of my oldest bags and my favorite bag, and yeah, I need to put her. I used to have them up here, but then I started putting them in here because they're, you know, they slouch and they can fit. So I need to kind of rotate everything and put this at the top so that I'll make sure that I wear her. All right, so last but not least, I want to show you that not all of my favorite bags are luxury or designer. You saw that with the Mark & Graham bag. And my shoes from Vince Camuto and Steve Madden. Not all of my stuff is luxury. It's a mixture, right? A mixture of high-low items. But these specifically came from the thrift store, darling. This is, I'm going to say this is Sam Edelman. Is it? Sam Edelman. This was thrifted. And I get so many compliments on this bag. I actually have a pair. You guys saw it in my... when I cleaned out the storage unit. If not, I'll leave that video here. Be patient with me. If I don't leave the video here, it's because I'm in rest and recovery. At the time that you're seeing this, I've already had the surgery. And so I'm going to release it and try and go back and do all the things. But I wanted to make sure that this content was out for you. So please bear with me. But I do have a pair of fringe boots that I purchased on, I want to say the Real or eBay to go with this bag. But this, I thrifted it. And she is like one of my favorites. And at one point I was trying to sell one of these because like, do I need 2 fringe hobo bags? And I'm like, yes, I do. You guys said that I do, because I was trying to sell one and you guys were like, no, keep both. So nobody bought it from me. So or bought any of them for me. So I was like, okay, I'll keep both. I hear you. So this one is, yeah, I don't know. The writing is too small. I'm not even gonna play myself. But yeah, just want to show you that doesn't always have to be a name brand per se, right? So let me just tuck this back in here, because if not, it will go on the bed, and from the bed to the chair, and from the chair, it'll just stay there. All right, my darlings, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I have much more fall to share. So if you appreciate this content, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know that you enjoy it and you like this video, and it lets YouTube know that you enjoy this content as well, and will show it to more of our friends. But again, I have much more fall to share. So if there's something that you want to see, if you want to see more handbags, if you want to see more boots, I definitely want to show you some coats. Well, not my coats, but coats that I'm looking at online. And so please let me know in the comment section. And again, like the video. That's how you can let me know that you love this content and that you want me to do more, is by liking the video. And that's just not with this video, that's with any video. If you like the content, if you like what you're seeing, like it, and it lets me know to give you guys more. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye.
Go.